Hello, everyone, and welcome into HelenKenner.com. I'm Helen, and welcome in. I've got a really fun few cards to show you tonight, and they're all made with the product of the month, Glow of Harvest, for the month of August. It's a beautiful, beautiful pack of DSP, that's specialty paper. So it has this pearlized finish that's very shimmery and beautiful. Now it is 12 sheets, two each of six designs, but it's single sided. So it works well with Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Golden Glow, and Pecan Pie. And we're going to be using just about every one of those colors tonight. These are two of the cards that we're going to be making. And I think you're going to love them. It is really pretty. If you're not familiar with product of the month, it's an exclusive product for only $5 when you spend $75 or more on a single order. Now, we have had several of these go. Well, it's available while supplies last, and we've had a couple of them sell out before we could. Before some of my customers could get them. So you want to make sure that you get this one because this is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you some of the designer series paper. You're absolutely going to love it. First of all, let's see. Can you see that pearlized? But look at that. We're going to be using this piece today. I've cut one of these out. And, but anyway, we're going to be using this one. Look at that. This is fall DSP. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. You'll see. Now, I didn't use this one, but look how pretty that is. Really pretty. So let's see. I've shown you 1, 2, 3. Ooh, look at that. 4. 5. We'll be using this one tonight. I've cut out a bunch of these pumpkins, and you'll see in the card that we make. But isn't that pretty? And then, no, I didn't use this one, but it is so pretty. I love, love, love this paper. You will too. So you want to go ahead and plan on getting it once you see it, because it is going to be really, really pretty. All right. The other things that I'm using, let me move that out of the way, are the Phrases and Frames stamp set. We're going to use Sending You Hugs. I have so many family members and friends that I need to send hugs to, so this is going to be perfect. But look at that. Happy anniversary for a fabulous day. Thinking of you. And then we're also using the Fern and Flora bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies that go with it that match this so well. So anyway, that's what we're going to be using. And I've already done a lot of the cutting ahead of time so that y'all don't have to watch me sit there and cut it out. But this is going to be our first card. See how I've cut out these pumpkins? Now, I did want to tell you, this pumpkin, let's see if I can show you on here. This pumpkin was like this, where it was only, piece. It was on the side, the left side. So I had this side. But you can still use that pumpkin, just hide it under something. And the same thing with this one. You might could do it with that one. But anyway, so lots of pumpkins. As you can see, I've already cut out a bunch. So they're different sizes. So I used the bigger ones in the background and then the smaller ones up front, and then put those up on dimensionals. But look at that, you guys. I don't know if you can see it as good. See, isn't that beautiful, having that pearlescence? And then it matches so well with the Cajun Craze. And then this is the Golden Glow cardstock. But so pretty. Thankful for you. So let's get started. All right. So our first card base is the Golden Glow, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Now, I thought I had the Fern and Flora embossing folder, and I've gone to grab it a couple of times and realized that for whatever reason, I never ordered it. So then I had to look at, well, what embossing folder. I could have just put a plain one on there, but I like having some texture to it. So I'm using the, I forgot the name of it now. But anyway, in the middle of it had this great big beautiful flower. Well, I didn't want the flowers. I just want to put these in here so that you only see the sides. Does that make sense? Over here, do you see that? So I've cut it, and we're going to use liquid glue to attach these. And I want them just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to have to put that on my next order because I keep reaching for it and realize that I don't have it. And how did I order the bundle without the thing, the embossing folder? So that's going to give us, a little bit of border on there. All right. And then the middle piece, this is 3 by 5 1/4. It just goes flat. On here. Yeah, there we are. Okay. This was 3 by 5 1/4. So we put that on flat. And then here's our Cajun Craze, which we're going to banner it. No, let's stamp it. Let's banner it. That way I can see where I want it to banner up. Because I want as much of the DSP showing as possible. There. Okay. Well, that wasn't centered. Does it look okay? Well, it kind of looks okay. Let me center it again. I want to center it there. Okay. There. Oh, that looks better. All right. So I'm going to put it there, but I'm going to stamp it first with a thinking of you, and then we're with Versamark and black. circle for you. It's going to go right here. Try to center it. There. Versamark is a very thick ink that allows you to stamp it and then put some embossing powder on it. Before, you know, you've got plenty of time before it dries, and you want that black to stick to it. So you move that out of the way. And I'm heat embossing this. You'll see when it starts changing colors, like right there, it's starting to change. Nice. Nice. Can you see it? There you go. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, this is going to go on with dimensionals. I better put one there and there. I hope everybody's having a good week. I am. There. All right, now I've got 5 pumpkins. I'm going to put the big one in the back. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to put these up on dimensionals. Something like that. All right, let's see if we can get them on there. The ones in the back, or the bigger ones, we're going to put on with liquid glue because we want them flat. Let me put this one on first. Now, if you noticed, I'm doing it on my silicone mat so I don't get the liquid glue everywhere. So I'm going to kind of put it at the top. Then I'm going to just fill in. Let's see. There. And then these last two I'm going to put on with dimensionals. So it pops them up. There. Now, I want to put, because we've got black in there, I want to put some black thread on there. Let me see what, here it is. Okay, to kind of pull it all together. Oh, Lord, look at that. What in the world? I don't know, but I'm going to try to get it all. I'm going to get it all over me. I can tell already. Okay. I touched Cajun Craze somewhere. Oh well. Let's see if I can. Oh boy, I got it everywhere. Well, let's see if that's okay. All right. All right. I want this to be a big bow. Because I want it to be hang out a little bit, but not too big. Maybe something like that. Does that look too big? There. Okay. All right, I'm going to use some glue dots left over from Paper Pumpkin to add it. Maybe I better put another one. Yep, right there. Well, there. All right, let's see if I can get this in there. Cut this off. Ha! Look, all done. That looks so good, and you can see the shimmer on there. See how easy that is? That one was easy. All right, we've got to keep going because we've got card number 2 coming up. Okay. Let me move some of that. Okay. Woohoo! This is card number 2. Sending you hugs. This is going to be a little bit different because I'm not using. I'm using. What am I using? Sending hugs. I can't remember what color I used of my ink. I used peach pie. That's what I used. Okay. There. All right. Now look how pretty that is. I've already cut this out. I have to fussy cut, but I cut it out of the DSP. So this one we're going to make at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right. So this is going to center there, but before I do it, because I know me, I will forget to put this piece on. Isn't that pretty? All right, this is going to go, let me put my twine on. I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times. There. All right, let's see if I can get a bow out of that. Feel like I've got to keep moving it over. Okay. Now, y'all know that when I'm working with twine or baker's twine, I have to make a knot to make a bow because it's so thin. There. There we go. Okay, we're doing good. Say, hey, Susie. Yes, it is a peaceful color. I was just about to say, y'all say hello when you get here. I'm glad Susie said hello. Her and I have been friends for a long time. Okay. All right, so that one went on flat. All right. Now, I've already cut these out, like I said, so that y'all wouldn't have to worry about me cutting this out. So we're going to use the pecan pie. Oh, I knew I was going to do this too. Before we do that, let's go ahead and put our sentiment on here. Sending you hugs. I love that. Sending you hugs. Oop. Okay. Now we're going to do our I don't know if this is Fern's. There you go. All right. Can y'all see that? Normally I stamp before I cut, but I didn't want y'all to have to wait for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp them after I cut them. All right. I'm gonna put this like this. Oh. There we go. All right. Let's see. How do we want our flowers to go? Does that look good? That looks good, right? I'm going to put these on the dimensionals too. And again, I just fussy cut these right out of the designer series paper. I'm going to put this last one maybe under here. Like that. Now, what do you think? Maybe on that side, or maybe here. I think I'm going to put it there. There we go. I love it. I do, you guys. Now, do you see the difference? This one I forgot to put the designer series paper on. But I mean, I thought it turned out okay anyway, right? And then this one, I remembered. Now, okay, last one. All right. This one's very interesting. We have 4 pieces that go in the corners and leave open about 1/4 of an inch. Now, in this one, I used basic beige. Now, I tried it on white and very vanilla, but I just felt like they were so bright. Can you see it? So I've decided to do it in basic beige again. And again, I'm going to try to stamp it on this piece of die cut. Probably getting this all over the place. So it has multiple pieces to it. And let's see if we can, I'm going to stamp this because I want to show you how it, for you now. Let's see, here it is. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Golden Glow and our Cajun Craze. And we're going to ink up our Golden Glow. And we're going to take a sponge dauber. And with our Cajun Craze, we're going to just go up the middle, not all the way, and kind of go back and forth. You want most of the Golden Glow to shine through. So let's see if we can get this on our cutout. Okay, I'm going to let it sit for a second. Oh, that turned out good, didn't it? All right, here we go again. The Golden Glow, your sponge dauber, and just start going up. Like I said, not all the way up. I have a friend that comes to my classes, and y'all, she is so good at this. And I try to watch her do it, but I'm still not as good. But she makes it look like, darn, that came right off of a tree, you know? Ha! There. All right. There's the lid. Now, I could let that be it. But, oh, I left something out there. Okay, hold on just one second. I want y'all to see this. Okay, I'm going to use the Golden Glow shimmer brush. and add some shimmer to it. Okay, and it's going to help blend it in and add some shimmer. Nice, nice, nice. Ho ho. There you go. And that kind of smooths it out and gives it some color. Ha! I wish I could see that in real life. Let's see if I can get the shimmer to show. Nope. But it's pretty. Really pretty. Alright. So again, this one is, so y'all tell me, which one do y'all like? Now that one's in basic beige. This one is in white. And this is in very vanilla. Don't you think these two are so bright? Anyway, we'll see. Alright. So now what we're going to do, where am I? There I am. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is put these squares, not squares, these rectangles. Now, the rectangles are 2 by 2 5/8. And again, we're going to add glue so that I'll have time to get them in where they're supposed to be. Okay. When you do it like this, you'll end up with 1/4 of an inch between it. The same thing here. You want to have room to manipulate it. There. See how that's giving it 1/4 of an inch? So that's, again, 2, see those are 2 by 2 5/8. All of these are 2 5/8. So once you've got that, now all you have to do is just get all your pieces put on. So I'm going to put one here and one here. I don't want them to, okay. Now I'm not going to put them all the way, down, because I want to sneak stuff up underneath it. So, ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Cut these out of Golden Glow. So they'll go like that. And again, I'm going to put a little bit up top, but most of this glue is going to be there. You don't want it seeking out. Oh, you've never seen me stamp on a glue mat, a silicone mat. Huh. That's because you're the one stamping when you come over. Not me. There you go. All right, now, aren't these some cool elements? And all of these came from the Fern and Flora. Fern and Flora. Let's see. I probably want that right there so you can see it right. Huh. So pretty. All right, I'm going to put a few down here and then one in the very middle. The same thing here. Just a little to hold it down, but most of it here. It's turning out really good. Okay, this is a 3/4 by 4 inch. It's different than this, so it's not the same one. And I'm gonna put this Cajun Craze on there first and stamp it with Versamark. And this one says, "You're an amazing friend." Okay. All right. Now we're using black embossing powder. Look how good that turned out. Just one more little swipe across. All right. See it turning? There you go. Nice, nice, nice. You are an amazing friend. Okay. So this is going to go on top of that. So let me put some glue right there. And then some dimensionals on the back. Now I'm putting extra on there because I'm wanting to put, guess what, another bow. But I'm gonna, because I'm using the black in the embossing, I'm gonna powder, I'm gonna use black to bring in that color. You don't want, the color to be in just one color there. Huh. Look at that. Okay. All right, I'm going to put it right there, I think. What did I do with my glue dots? There they are. Oop. And take the there you go. All right. I want this big enough that you can see it from both sides. So let me show you. There you go. Oh. Ha. Ha ha ha. Isn't that paper just so pretty? It's just so pretty. I love it. And this is crumb cake. So we've got crumb cake. Let's see. Golden Glow and another crumb cake. What do y'all think? Hey, Penny. We're using the product of the month, which is the Glow of Harvest designer series paper that has a lot of shine to it, pearlized. So I don't know if you can, probably can't see it now, but really pretty. And that is so pretty. Y'all want to make sure you get this. It's got to be one of my favorites so far. Now the paper itself is real heavy, very heavy. So when you go to fussy cut out, you can feel it, that it's, I want to say heavy. But anyway, well, I hope y'all like these. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you need any supplies, certainly go to my website, helenkenner.com, or you can join my newsletter and get sketches and card ideas, and then all the news and updates from Stampin' Up. I try to send it out at least once, sometimes twice if there's a lot of information. But give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the cards tonight. And I'll see everybody next week. I hope you have a great week. See you then. All right, bye-bye.